All right, here we are playing another rapid. Hopefully chess.com will give me a game with white because I've been waiting, I've been asking nicely. I've sent them several polite requests. All right, nice. Not only are we getting a game, but we're playing the bird. Perfect. Or sorry, not only are we getting a bird game, but we're also playing a Brazilian, fellow Brazilian. Big fan of Brazil. I love Brazil. All right, we'll play knight c3 here. Gonna push e4. What is this? Yeah, definitely pushing e4 here. Guys, just in general, if they play c6, that's very c6 is a very timid move. The eagle is sort of like a shark, right? The eagle senses fear. When the eagle sees the opponent play c6, it's time to swoop in. It's time to swoop in with the talons. What am I doing here, actually? So d6, e5, all of a sudden this looks okay for him. I think well, this is looking like a reverse Dutch. Takes an f5 I like. But the problem there is I do have some weak dark squares then. I think we should take here, actually. Yeah, takes in d5. This bishop is misplaced here. If his bishop was on c5, he might even have an advantage. But his bishop is really misplaced here. Very interesting chess ahead. I'm so excited that I'm finally getting a white game. Christmas came early. Christmas came early. Chess.com let me get white. All right, takes. We do not want to take here. Then the floodgates open. The floodgates open for this bishop. We do not want to let the dragon in. Leave the dragon closed. Do not open up the gates to the dragon's den. It's really that simple. This looks like a great position here. I have a passed d pawn. Like, we're gonna need to figure out the right way to push it. But long term, if I could just play bishop e3, knight d2, knight c4, we're gonna have very good chances here. Okay, there. Looks a little weird to play knight d2 at this moment, but yeah, let's do it. Knight d2 here. If I play knight c4, he's going to take here, though. I have to be a bit, like, tactful in how I handle this. If I play b4, he plays queen b6. Before queen b6, I play knight c4, he takes, then I play bishop d2, and his queen looks trapped. His queen looks trapped. I don't know what's happening there. That is a mess. We're going to go for it, though. We have to go for it. What am I talking about? As soon as I say something's a mess, I know I have to. I just have to go for it. Okay, yeah, knight c4. This was my idea. Of course, I can't take here because then he takes and forks, and that just completely defeats the point. Bishop d2 here. Queen is in a lot of trouble. Rook b1 threatens to trap it. I think a3 also might trap it. Maybe he could move his knight away. I guess he could have taken on e4 there. That's interesting. Can't I take on f6 though? No, I can't take on f6. He's going to take on c4 here. If we play queen e1, so if I play rook b1, queen takes c4, that's his whole idea. That's bro's grand plan. That's bro's grand plan in this position. If I play queen e1, he takes, I take. He plays b5. His queen, no, his queen's getting out there. I could play queen c1, actually. Look at that. Queen c1, take. Wait, actually, what about queen c2? Because takes, knight takes. He plays queen b5. He could also play queen a4. This is a mess. Bishop g4 is a fantastic move, though. Kudos to him. A real champion. The champion of Brazil. Okay, if I play a3, what if I play rook b1, queen takes c4, bishop takes d1, rook takes d1. I don't think I could be worse there. I have the two bishops. I have a potent passed pawn. I can't be worse, but maybe I'm not better. What is the plan here, though? His queen is like, so if I play queen e1, takes, queen takes, b5 is the whole issue there. Because then he can take because my queen is defending it. It's not the bishop. But wait, b5, what if I play... No, I can't take with the knight there. I could take on e5, but then he takes on e4. This is a mess. I don't know what's happening here. Queen c2 takes, knight takes. That looks like the best of the bunch at the moment. Queen b5. He could also play queen a4, but queen a4 I take. He has so many pieces that are misplaced there, I don't think I could ever be worse. Yeah, this is tricky stuff, though. This is really tricky business. What if I play rook f3? I think I just talked myself into that. Yeah, rook f3. What is he going to do if rook f3 takes? I take with a pawn. He plays b5. He still can't get his queen out. And another nice thing about rook f3 is I'm never going to have to worry about this pawn now. Yeah, we're going to go for it. Got to always ask yourself, what does your opponent want to do? And just don't let him do it. Chess is really that simple. It's a simple game. You see the dragon, you don't open the gates. All right, yeah, we're definitely taking with the g-pawn. Queen is still trapped. I don't know how he's going to get out of this one. b5. That looks like his best bet. Knight d. Oh, did he always have that? Oh, that's so silly of me. I can't believe that. I just missed that completely. But okay, at least here I do have fantastic compensation, though. I'm not actually worried about this. I completely missed that. For some reason in my mind, I treated the knight as though it was stuck for good. But okay, actually, though, I'm going to have fantastic pieces here. Yeah, this is fine. I'm fine with this position. You don't have to ask me twice. I will happily take this position. Okay, here, knight d6, he takes. No, we're not going to do that. Let's play knight b5, though. This is a beautiful position. The only thing I should watch out for here, I need to make sure that he can't trade this bishop off. If he's given time for bishop f8 and stuff like that, there could be some problems. There. Let's play rook c1. This initiative just plays itself pretty much. This is such a beautiful position here. There. I would love to take, but I can't because that's not how chess works. He's going to take here. We could play knight d6. Knight d6, he's going to play knight c5. That's a little annoying. Could I play a4 here? Yeah, like, wait, actually, what is he going to do in this position? I guess he's going to try knight h5. That's the only thing he can do. Yeah, wait. Okay, yeah, he's going to play knight h5. I think I should put the queen on h3. Maybe, well, knight d6, knight c5, though. Oh, that's tricky. Is there any way I could just get a knight to c6? If I could get the knight to c6, then we'd be in business. I wanted to play queen a4 to take and then play this, but that's just going to be too much. Knight c5 is going to be very annoying. Let's play a4 here. I don't think knight h5 is even the end of the world. If knight h5, okay, actually that is a bit annoying, but I don't think it's the end of the world. I'm going to play if knight h5, I'll play a5 and just try to squeeze my knight into a5 and c6. It's going to get very complicated. h5, that's a huge mistake. Huge mistake here. His knight should have come here. Already I could think about playing h4, but I shouldn't be weakening my kingside any further. I mean, now I could play knight d6 because knight c5 I have a5, but yeah, what is going on here? Let's play queen d2. Let's start with queen d2. I guess he could play knight c5 now. Yeah, I should have watched out for this, but knight c5 here, I take, and then I play knight takes and then knight c6. Even that's a mess. Ultimately, this pawn chain is extremely strong here, and something that's really nice is that if rook e8, I have knight d6. If he wants to bring the bishop over to c5, he's going to have to give up an exchange to do so. There. All right, I'm going to play... Yeah, let's play knight d6 here. What is his grand plan? There? That's what he's up to. Let's play a5 here. Oh, well, a5, b5. Yikes. King, what is he doing? Just going to play... Let's play queen b4, just start targeting this. I could have played rook b1, actually. Rook b1 would have been better. There. Can I take on b6? I think I could definitely take on b6. Yeah, what is this guy doing? Okay, I take on b6, takes. Rook b8, I play queen c7. This is a mess. I mean, ultimately, when I take here, though, I am giving him a lot more squares than before. Ah, I see what he's doing. He's slowly setting up for rook d8. Well, what about if I take and I take with I'll take with the bishop, though. This looks okay. This looks all right. This is a mess, though. This is a complete mess. All right, well, here this looks good. a5. Thank you very much. If he ever takes now, I'm going to take back and have a massive pass pawn here. Right there. We play rook c7. He's going to play bishop f8. This is getting a little bit dicey. Things are getting a little bit dicey. Let's play rook c6 here. Just secure everything. I think if bishop f8, I'll just take on a6. I might as well get the pawn rolling. There. Yeah, what is the plan here? Maybe I'm just losing. I think bishop f8 is going to be a big problem. Yeah, what is the plan here? Wait, bishop d2? No, so he's going to take here. I think I'm losing this game. If I play bishop c5, he takes with the knight, then I can take here. That's okay. Yeah, okay, let's play bishop c5 then. He could throw in a check. I don't see what that does, though. If he throws in a check, I can play king f2. Takes, okay, we'll take here. He's going to get very good dark squares. He's getting very good control of the dark squares, but yeah, this is getting pretty frisky, honestly. There's no other way to describe it. Things are getting frisky, guys. No other way to put it. Look this position up in the chess dictionary. It's going to say it's getting frisky. Bro's playing a fantastic game at the moment. All right, check here. Let's play king f2. I guess he's going to take. Okay, I'll play king g2. If he wants a draw, bishop f8. No, now I can throw in a check. Yeah, definitely going to throw the check in. This position is bizarre. My knight is trapped, though. My knight is trapped. This is very tricky. I could take on c5. Yeah, let's just take on c5. This is going to be weird. He could get an extra exchange, but his remaining rooks are really bad. I'd honestly be happy to get rid of this bishop if he wants to take it. If he takes on f6, I'll take on a6. Just start grabbing some more pawns. Okay, takes. He takes there. Let's take another pawn. Thank you very much. Another nice thing is that he wasn't even able to ruin my structure with knight takes e4 first. I'll play king f2 if he wants to get a draw. Yeah, I guess I have to be a little careful though. King g3. I should be very careful here. I think my king is going to be safe on the light squares. If I really have to, I'll put my bishop back on g4. But yeah, I should be a little bit careful here. Ultimately, he is up 2 exchanges, and my king is on h3 there. Let's play queen c3. Just keep an eye on everything. Also hitting this. I think he's going to try to flag me. It's a very weird position. I'm down a lot of material here. Down a lot of material. Okay, well, wait, why am I not going to take here? Yeah, let me take. Oh, there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, guys, I have slipped on a banana peel, and I cannot get up. I'm just dead lost here. I can't believe I missed that. That was really silly of me. Is there anything I can do? Is there anything I could possibly do here? If f4, he's just going to check. That's the whole problem. I don't see literally anything in this position. All right, I'm going to resign. This guy played a great game. Yeah, we'll leave it to the analysis to see if there was any treachery afoot. So starts off pretty good. We get a 4 pawns attack. Yeah, I completely missed this. Look at this. I could play e5 here. e5 and I'm doing way better. Yeah, e5 and I have a really big advantage here. Look at that, e5, knight does not have d7, it also does not have d5. If it goes to g4, it's going to get locked out like this. This is just an awful piece here. Yeah, normally if I was in a more aggressive mindset, I would have found this, but I don't know. I'm just, I'm much calmer these days. Anyway, so bishop e2 here. I wasn't really sure what to do here. Apparently I'm just supposed to take twice. That's mind-blowing. I would have looked at this and assumed that black is at least equal because something like this happens and all of a sudden he has very good control of the dark squares. But look at this, we have e6 here. We have e6 takes, knight g5, and I'm just completely winning here. Knight is hit, pawn is hit. Yeah, I completely missed this. This isn't the first time I've seen this type of e5 thing, and I just didn't know what to do. I didn't know about this whole idea. This entire idea hinges upon the fact that their knight is on d7, though, to be clear. If their knight weren't on d7, they could just take with the bishop. And if they could take with the bishop in this position, then their knight won't be hanging after knight g5. So yeah, the concreteness of this whole position here leads it to me being able to get the doubled pawns. But normally you should be very careful about getting the doubled pawns. So here I played d5. I got a nice pawn chain here. Yeah, I mentioned it I think in the game, but if their bishop is closer to these dark squares, you don't really want to go for d5. It doesn't do anything. But back here, their bishop is far from this diagonal. I should be a bit better now. Man took, I took, played knight c5, knight d2, bishop d7. I played b4, and yeah, that's the start of mistakes. Bro played queen b6, a fantastic move. If takes, takes. He's hitting my knight, hitting my king, and I'm in a lot of trouble here. I played knight c4, he took, and I played bishop d2. Dude found bishop g4 immediately, and bishop g4 is a very hard move to find. Honestly, I might be calling the Vlad Master after this one. Bishop g4 was a great move. But yeah, looking at his graph, I don't know. Like he probably wasn't cheating though. It was just a good tactical fluke on his part. I played rook f3, blockading. Yeah, I have no way to win the queen. It's ridiculous. Like if I play queen e1, then just takes, takes. He plays b5, and I have nothing to do here. My knight moves somewhere like here, but he at least has a check and can play queen d3. And my knights are placed very precariously now. I could easily lose one of them because of how loose they are. Notice that none of these pieces are being stabilized by a pawn at the moment. So anyway, I played rook f3. He took, I took. He played knight d7. Rook b1, check. Bishop e3, queen c8. Dude found a lot of really good moves. Dude found a lot of really incredible moves. Like queen c8 is another move that I'm not sure if it's that obvious. It looks really dubious, but only after calculating. I don't know. I don't want to jump into the suspicion den. I don't want to suspect my opponent unnecessarily. Maybe he just was playing a good game. He was finding a lot of these moves though very quickly. So knight b5, b6. Was b6 also best? Yeah, I mean b6 is sort of natural though. Like at the end of the day, he's finding a lot of strong moves, but all of these are pretty standard. All of these a strong player would find on a good day. So I play rook c1, man plays queen d8. Well, that's another... I mean, I don't know. Like, he's finding relatively obvious moves, but there are a bunch of moments where he could choose other moves, and he's just not choosing them at all. Like, it's not clear to me why you would choose d8. Okay, actually, now it is obvious to me. Queen e8 runs into knight c7. Still, the man is finding these moves very quickly. I play a4. He plays h5. Queen d2. a6 here. King h7. That's another weird move. King h7 is another really bizarre move. Yeah, I don't know. Like this is the top move on the computer and it doesn't make any sense to me. There's nothing natural about this move at all. Just in certain variations, there's not going to be any way for me to check their king with the knight on e7 in those positions. That's the only thing I can assume from it. And there are also positions where king h1, rook g1, I'm not going to have as many tactics. I guess he's also preventing bishop h6. I don't know though. I'm not sure I would be playing for bishop h6. Like maybe he just found this. Maybe he was just finding these moves because he thought my bishop h6 was the threat, but I was never going to play bishop h6. My dark squares would be very weak if I played bishop h6. Yeah, okay, so king h7 here. Dude played queen e7. I took on b6. Man played rook b8. I played a5. Apparently this is a huge mistake. Yeah, I think I had to sack the exchange though ultimately. Like this is... I can't really... It seems like I'm making a lot of imprecise moves and those are adding up to a losing position because it doesn't seem like I'm making that many more mistakes here. a5 was apparently really bad though. Yeah, a5, rook d8, and I'm definitely in the cutter's chest now. There's just too much going on here. I have no way to get out. I played rook c6, man played knight e8. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like, this guy really outplayed me, but I just don't know. I don't know. And I mean, another thing that was really suspicious, I looked at this guy's profile. His blitz rating is only 2200. So how is he finding all these tactics instantly? But anyway, I mean, I'm not here to start a witch hunt, guys. But yeah, this is demoralizing to say the least. So dude takes, yeah, dude takes. I take check here, check. Bishop f8, another good move. Another really good move. I check here. I take. Takes. Yeah, I'm too focused now on the my suspicions are definitely afoot. I don't know. At the end of the day, I really have no idea. Like, because on the one hand, none of his decisions were that hard to make. So, like, realistically, he could have just found all these moves. I don't know though. Normally people mess up at least a little. Like, he didn't let me off the hook at all. Normally, I'm a GM. I'm used to just winging it. So check here. Queen d1. Is queen d1 the best move? No, queen d1 isn't the best move. Queen c3. Yeah, no, and then I took here, which was really bad. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I really had any chances throughout this entire game. I thought that just with all the files being blocked and the fact that his rooks don't have much to do, I would have assumed that I have some drawing chances here, but it's just, yeah, it's -5. Ultimately, it's just going to take me too long, and my king is too weak here. I would assume if I could get like an extra g-pawn on the board, if we just put an extra g-pawn in front of my king, I would probably have good chances. I would at least have like equal chances, I think, but the fact that I don't have a pawn in front of my king makes my king too weak. Even though there are no immediate files for him to access my king, it's just too much for my king to handle. And yeah, in this position, if I run back, he's just going to throw the pawn forward and start threatening mate with queen e1 or queen g2 anyway. This is a disastrous position for me. All right, so king g3, check, and yeah, the game is just over here. I took on e5. I don't have anything else here. Yeah, rook d6 is another great move. I don't know. Like, there's no way to know. It is, I'll say it's a little suspicious. It's a little suspicious. My opponent's rated 2200 in blitz, yet he outplays me and he uses less time on the clock. Yeah, I don't know. Like, in terms of alarm bells ringing, what would my alarm bells be going off for? Definitely bishop g4. I played bishop d2 almost instantly. And he just immediately hits me. How long did he spend? 7 seconds? Bishop g4 is an unbelievably hard move to find. I really don't think that's that obvious a move. Because it seems to be giving away a bishop, and it hinges on the fact that he's pinning my bishop, and then his queen can escape. So I really don't know. The jury's out on this one. I'm not going to launch a witch hunt, like for what it's worth, if we go back to the game review. Yeah, if we go back to the game review here, as y'all can see, there are tons of dips and troughs. Okay, there's one trough, and there's like a gradual decline. So I don't know. I don't know. If he was using an engine, he was using it in a very smart way, because it's not going to tick off the system. As long as he plays like the first or second best move once he's winning, that's going to be enough to win. So really, who knows? Who knows? There's no way to know. The only thing I do know is that it's time to go. But okay, wait, what are the takeaways from this? What are the takeaways from this game? Takeaway number one is that actually, yeah, I had this idea here. I just completely missed this. I should play e5 in this position. Just kick his knight out. You should never miss an opportunity to kick their knight out with e5. Other takeaway is when you get this type of tension here, you should take your time to look at all the options. There are tons of options here. We could take and then take. We could maybe play f5. We could castle, which is what I chose. There's so many options here. I think I blitzed out castles. Yeah, I played this in literally a second. I should have stopped to ponder this position. If I had gotten here in my calculation, there's a good chance I would have seen e6 takes and knight g5, because at this point I would realize that this is just winning. His knight is hanging. If his knight retreats, then I take on e6. I'm hitting d8. I'm hitting g7. If he tries to defend it, then I'll have knight c7 with a fork. Yeah. Really interesting game. Thanks for watching.
Time to go!